everyone, and welcome to the Week 24 edition of Instant Replay. Simon Borg is on vacation, which means you'll get my take on the most controversial plays of the weekend. I'm Andrew Wiebe. We kick things off with Viernes de football action between the Quakes and Dynamo at Avaya Stadium. In the 49th minute, Chris Wondolowski brings down a rebound, then goes down, following an awkward challenge from Houston defender David Horst. Referee Robert Sabiga is not moved. Wando can't believe it, and neither can I. I think that's a penalty. Wando had reason to throw his hands up in frustration again 4 minutes later when Joe Willis paws his header off the line. You can see Willis is almost entirely behind the goal line when he reaches behind his body to make the save. Based on the goalkeeper's positioning and arm angle, I think the ball crossed the line. Without a definitive view, though, it's impossible to say for sure. With Houston up 2-1 in the 90th minute, the Quakes wanted another PK when a shot strikes the arm of Jalilani Baba, only for referee Robert Sabiga to whistle for a foul on Willis by Quincy Amarikwa before the shot. No complaints from me here. Quincy's got every right to challenge for the ball, but I think he backs into the goalkeeper. Across the country in Philly, Toronto FC and the Union weren't always happy with referee Mark Geiger, but I don't think either team had much to complain about. Will Johnson's tackle on Elsinho was late and featured a trailing leg. Michael Bradley claimed all ball, but I think he went through Tranquilo Barnetta to get it. Barnetta, meanwhile, sealed his own fate with this outburst. Yellows for all three, no complaints from me. Next, we head to Gillette Stadium, where Edwin Jurasevich had a decision to make in the first minute when Kai Kamara went down in a heap after going up for a header against his old team, Crew SC. Kai wants a PK, but I don't think Harrison Offal does anything wrong on this play. Via Twitter, Edwards said he thought London Woodbury's challenge in the 26th could have been red. Yes, it's from behind, but the tackle is more awkward than dangerous in my opinion. Yellow is the right call. I can't say the same for Lee Wynn's lunge later in the first half. One punished with a free kick, but no card. After a loose touch, Wynn leaves his feet and comes in studs up, getting a piece of Ethan Finley. For me, that merited a yellow card at the very least, and Wynn is fortunate he didn't get his marching orders for serious foul play and endangering the safety. Another goal line play that required a closer look. Did Kamara's header cross the line in the 74th minute? The assistant referee said no, but it's a tough call. He arrives in position to make the call just as Michael Parkhurst clears the ball off the line, and his view is obstructed by Kamara himself. From the replays, none of which give us a definitive look, and Parkhurst's body position, it seems as though he got there in the nick of time, but we just can't be sure. Now about Kamara's 86-minute tackle on Parkhurst. Did it deserve red? Jurasevich opted for a yellow, but as your tweet showed, it's borderline red because of foot position and stud exposure. Is the tackle simply reckless and a yellow, or did Kamara use excessive force and deserve a red? It's the former for me, and I'm good with the yellow. Same goes for Kevin Ellis' 9th-minute yellow card in Kansas City against the Whitecaps. There's no doubt Ellis goes high and catches Giles Barnes in the face, but I think that's a forearm, not an elbow, and I don't see a swing or the intent to justify a red. Keep that play in mind as you watch this 53rd-minute blow from Christian Bolaños to the back of Graham Zusi's head, which somehow escaped punishment from referee Kevin Stott. I think Bolaños should have been sent off. On the replay, you can see the Caps midfielder drive through Zusi with his shoulder and elbow. For me, a clear example of excessive force that endangers the safety of an opponent. I may disagree with Stott on that one, but I think he got the Jacob Peterson PK and Benny Faulhaber retake spot on. Fraser Aird clearly brings down the answer in the box, and Vancouver goalkeeper David Osted is clearly off his line on the first PK attempt. Osted said after the match that Faulhaber stopped completely on the first attempt, but that's a legal stutter step in my opinion. Next up, a potential dog-so play at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Orlando's David Mateos picked up a yellow after clearing out Rapids forward Kevin Doyle on the break, but Doyle wanted a red card for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. I'm with referee Soren Stoica. The foul's outside the box, Jose Aja is there to cover, and Doyle's long touch gave Joe Bendick a chance to get to the ball first. I thought it was a clean soccer Sunday from both crews at RFK Stadium and CenturyLink Field. For me, the PKs Ismail Elfath and Alan Kelly called were correct, and the cards issued were fair as well. However, I did think Timbers defender Vitas was lucky not to see yellow for this slap to the face of Nicolas Lodeiro. For me, Vitas knows where the Uruguayan is, and that's not a natural movement. I would have no issue with Kelly issuing a caution there. Thanks to Air Referee on Twitter for the heads up. And we finished things off at Yankee Stadium, where New York City FC got 3 points thanks to a controversial goal from David Villa. Before that, though, Frank Lampard wanted a PK on Jelle Van Damme, but referee Jared Marufo responds the same way I would have. He waves play on. However, I didn't agree with Marufo on this second half shoulder check by Van Damme on Jack Harrison. That's a clear yellow card in my opinion. Now for the play that had everyone talking, the lone goal of the match, a goal that I'm not alone in believing shouldn't have stood. As you can see when we freeze the action, Villa's in an offside position when Ronald Matarrita uncorks his shot. Villa knows this one is borderline. Watch him check to see if the flag will go up before celebrating, but it's allowed to stand in NYCFC take the points. That's it for week 24. Last but not least, a massive thanks for all your comments on Twitter using hashtag Instant Replay. For our editor Abner Aceves, I'm Andrew Wiebe. See you next time!